holidays coming up. Will you spend Thanksgiving with your family?
Yes, we celebrate. We go to the beach in North Carolina. My brother David bought us a house, which we call the C-section, and we do a Mediterranean Thanksgiving because my dad's 94 and we're Greek, and so now we just make a big Greek.
And any family traditions other than the Mediterranean?
Yes, I turn the living room into spa night, and I give everybody a facial.
Okay.
And I hire my sister-in-law, who does all the work, and I'm very abusive to her. It's just for entertainment.
Yeah.
And I never give her a cut of the money.
Okay.
And then my niece helps me with the invitations, and everyone just complains.
Oh, that's wonderful.
But then they're sound asleep by the end of the night, and I really don't know what I'm doing, but I mean, you know, I have good skin in my family. No one ever moisturizes, you know. So
right,
that's all I'm doing.
they want that tape nose skin.
Yeah, they want the tape nose skin. So I love doing it. It's great.
Do you have any tips on entertaining during the holidays? When you have people over?
Well, I always say, you know, just be prepared. And, you know, there will be some accidents, but just take a Polaroid picture of it and laugh at it in a few years. But I always hate it when you go to someone's house and they invite you for Thanksgiving and you walk in and the raw turkey is sitting on the counter. You're like, damn it, I don't want to be here for 5 hours.
Right.
That's not fair.
No, it's not.
That is not fair.
No.
And then you just encourage you to drink, and then they have cheese balls and snacks.
That's the
and
problem.
Then you're stuffed.
My biggest, and I hold myself accountable, the amount of like early dairy you eat on
early dairy.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when it's like, oh, dinner's gonna be ready in 2 hours. And you're like, well, then I'll eat a pound of cheese, and then I'll be very happy. I'll be in a great mood later on.
You're so right. It is a pound of cheese.
I hear that you keep things in your fridge that are not food that you then gift.
Oh, I like to have some artwork in my refrigerator.
Okay, so why?
Because A, it's always nice when you open your refrigerator and you see that cut-off hand. You know, you get them at Halloween stores. It's just a hand that's cut off, but they wrap it really nice. It's like from Chop Shop or some bad name's bad. But it's a nice saran wrap, and then I have a
So
nice...
that's just a thing that you have that you want other people to see, or you take joy?
Well, I showed it to my godson, and I saw the look on his face, and I just changed the subject.
Yeah.
He was... Yeah, that was not cool.
That wasn't, and that's not something he can unsee.
No, I moved it in the freezer. It's cool. Yeah, but it is nice when you open it up and you can see artwork. I have a nice fake milk carton. I have some fake butter boxes that I made.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take up valuable fridge space to also use it? Oh, that's
I just
good.
have lettuce in there for Tina, really.
Okay, great. Well, I don't know how to tell you this based on her carpet input. I don't know if she loves lettuce.
I know, really, high piles.
So you've been on a lot of television shows. This is the first time you were running your own show.
Yes.
Do you love it?
I liked it, but it was like, you know, well, first thing, doing all those characters, I realized, wow, you know, I didn't realize I had to memorize both sides of the script. You know what I mean? So that was like...
Right, because you interact with the characters themselves.
Then I'm like, oh, what was I thinking? But you know what I learned most, I'm not kidding, is this email etiquette.
Okay.
You know, that people have. I just learned how to reply all. Or, you know, whose name goes first. And people pay attention to that stuff. I never even entered my mind to think about that kind of stuff.
What do you mean about reply all? You never had any reason until you had your own show?
I don't reply all. And then I hate it when people reply all, and then you open your emails like, K, or thanks, awesome. And I'm like, don't bother me.
Yeah.
My mom's motto was don't bother other people. And I think
general?
that's a good motto. Yeah, don't bother other people.
Was that something when you were kids?
You get how excited you are, like there's something deep.
Well, no, I don't mean there's something deep, but like, as kids, were you under instructions not to be bothered to people?
Well, no, my mom, yeah, you just don't bother we can bother each other, I guess, and we can bother our parents. We just don't bother. You know, it's like when someone comes to your house and they say, do you have any scissors? It's like, you know I do. I have a craft book out. Just ask me where they are. Don't ask me if I have a pair. It just puts me in a bad mood, and then I want to stab them with it,
Right.
you know?
Well, I have another one that I can tell you is when people say, can I ask you a question?
Oh, yeah.
Because that's already a question.
Yes, right.
So they've already taken the leap of asking me a question.
Yeah, right. Oh,
or else they
yes.
wouldn't have said it.
And then you ask it, and then they say, no, you cannot. And you're just, all right, that's a Whitney Houston, you know. She does that in the documentary.
Oh, she does?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
It's a great documentary.
The Whitney Houston documentary?
Yeah, it's fun.
Is it recent?
Yeah, it's recent. And
Okay,
the George Michael one, I'm in documentary mode.
The George Michael one I've heard is fantastic.
Yeah, it really is. I
Yeah.
think they leave some stuff out, but I guess you have to.
Yeah.
But I like it because it's about a singer, you know? They're just out there by themselves performing. That's interesting. But I guess you do it every night.
Not like George Michael
Okay,
or
come
Whitney
on,
Houston.
come
No, just on a talent level. Like, that's the thing. People who said they watched the George Michael documentary were overwhelmed by exactly how talented he was.
Yeah, and how ambitious. Like
Yeah.
when you're little, be like, I want to be a big star.
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't. I feel like I'd be less interested in watching a documentary about comedians.
Right.
Because then anybody who said like, anytime I would see somebody working really hard, I'd be like, oh, I should work harder.
I know, right?
Whereas like when you can watch Whitney Houston, George Michael be like, oh, I never had that voice. It would never, yeah.
Wow, what a voice.
Yeah.
What a voice.
Also, he's somebody who I did not quite understand. When he sadly passed away, I had no sense of what a wonderful person he was.
Yeah, same here.
I feel like I'd missed all that, and then I felt really bad, but also, very impressed with the kind of guy he was.
Plus to pass away on Christmas Day.
I didn't realize that.
Christmas Day.
Well,
I guess last year.
Yeah.
But you're gonna your parents are coming in town for Thanksgiving.
My parents are going to come in town. They're going to be on this show on Thursday.
Okay, and then will you go to New Hampshire to have Thanksgiving?
No, they're going to stay here in the city.
Oh, will you go to a restaurant?
No, we're going to have them at our apartment.
Oh, and you're gonna cook, or did you?
My wife's going to cook.
Are you gonna do anything?
I'm not going to do anything
Okay,
because
that's okay.
I'm doing a show. Yeah.
Oh, so you're not gonna do anything ahead of time, or when you get home, you have one thing to do? Nothing. You're off the hook.
I feel like the way you're saying this makes me feel really bad about it.
No,
I'm gonna try to.
I think that's great. I'm not doing any cooking. I'm not gonna do anything either.
I know, but I will. I'll try to find one thing. Maybe I'll bring like a cheese ball. Is that?